Do you mind turning on your radio? You obviously didn't hear me say stop. You just ran into 2 trees and did damage to the camper. You don't even want to look.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to get out and look.
Well, there you have it. We have problems at Falls Creek Falls State Park.
I don't want to do this video.
Why not?
Because I look like an idiot.
Well, you are an idiot.
Well, this video was supposed to be another exciting episode to share our experience at Falls Creek Falls State Park with the waterfalls, the beautiful park, and the beautiful sights of walking some trails. Unfortunately, things turned for the worst. We were pretty excited once we arrived at the park and was making our way to the campground. We were taken back by all the beautiful fall colors, and we were looking forward to hitting the trails and checking out all the sights. As we got closer and closer to our campsite, we noticed that the roads were becoming a little bit tighter and tighter for our big rig, and we began to grow concerned as we got closer and closer to our site. And once we pulled in front of site number 3, we could tell right away it was not matching up with the description and the photographs of the booking site. We were going to have an issue. Things we observed right away was the camp loop itself was a bit tight, and trees were very close to the road for swinging the rig into the site. And also, the camp pad was actually a curve and not a straight landing that you would expect like any other pull-through site.
So after 10 years of camping, it finally happened. We had an accident, and it was all because I had forgotten to turn on my radio, and you were back there telling me to stop, and of course I didn't hear her, and it's just a horrible feeling, of course, but the campsite was, we reserved this almost a year in advance, and it was site number 3. It was 71 feet long, a pull through, and our trailer's only 41 feet long. So this whole time I'm thinking I had plenty of room, but of course you'll see in the video here as we pull up that it's loaded with trees, and we knew we weren't going to be able to get into it. And
But you insisted?
that I insisted in trying to stay because we've been in some tough pickles before, and and it just didn't work out that way. And of course, again with the radio not turned on, and Tammy's in the back of the RV telling me where to stop, and if I need to shift over or more, like she usually does, and I didn't hear her, so I thought everything was good. And I just kept backing up, and of course, until you saw at the beginning of the video where she's up at the window yelling, to turn on my radio, and I've done damage to the RV. So here's what the RV damage looks like. So after causing the damage, we did try to continue to stay in the site by trying to get the RV over, because the RV was half into the parking pad and half of it was in the living space. Now the thing is, the living space had almost a 6-inch drop from the parking pad, meaning the trailer had a heavy list. And of course we do have the building blocks to go up underneath the tires or the levelers, but we didn't have enough to build up the whole side of our rig, which would have been, for two tires and 3 leveling jacks. So we opted to leave the park with our tails tucked, and we rolled out and immediately went into emergencies to find another park for the night. And that was a little bit of a job too, because we never had to try to book something on the fly with no reservations. I mean, yes, there's a lot of people that do it all the time with success, but this time of the year, being fall, you know, the Tennessee area is just flooded with tourists and wanting to camp that area, and we weren't sure if it was going to work out or not.
Not to mention that we had to drive 30 miles down the road to get signal on our phones.
Yeah, we had to drive to an area for signal so we can even be able to reach out or even to start searching. So it was a nerve-wracking situation. So,
but we only ended up 5 miles away from the original park.
Yeah, so that was a good thing. But once we got to that next park, you know, we sat down over the campfire that night and just talked about it, how our woes. But we decided to suck it up and continue our fall trip, and we had to get the mindset so it didn't ruin the rest of the trip. Going, you know, this is going to happen. It was just that time our number was up. I mean, not everybody has had this situation, but we know there's enough that out there and will experience that. So we're hoping that this video will help you not make a mistake of, like, you know, communication between the driver and the person that's guiding you in the back. So if you're using radios, make sure everything's charged up, ready to go, or you can hear them clearly, or, you know, visually see them. So anyway, we really hope to bring you some great video of Falls Creek Falls State Park, you know, with the beautiful waterfalls and the campground, because we were really excited to go there. So fortunately it didn't happen, and again, you know, we went to an alternate park, and there will be the follow-up video of that as the alternative of Falls Creek Falls. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, we thank you for tuning into our channel and stopping by, checking out this video, and as always, thanks for watching Two for the Road.